Hello everybody, welcome back to another video today. This is Aaron from Aaron 101 Productions. I'm going over a story of a Magic of Rahat. Now recently, Magic of Rahat has returned on his channel. It's been 2 years since we haven't heard from him on YouTube, and I would like to address some things that's currently happening with him. If you don't know who Magic of Rahat is, Magic of Rahat is one of the biggest YouTubers who inspired a big trend and when it comes to pranking and money giveaways and stuff like that. Magic of Rahat did so many pranks and was well known to the community, and he helped out a lot to the YouTube community and so many ways. And so Magic Rahat was well known for his drive-through car pranks. And one of the biggest things that he did that went all over the news was he did a prank where he did a lotto ticket. He set up a fake lottery ticket, found a homeless man named Eric, gave him the fake lotto ticket, and told him, "I don't know how much I won, but you go in there, you take all of it. You go in there and you claim all what this ticket has to offer." And so Eric went in, won $1,000, and he kept it. Although it wasn't known so far, the video didn't disclose to Eric if it was a prank or not. But the idea was it was a fake lottery ticket, and of course the clerk was in on it, and so they did a good thing by giving him $1,000. So it was really nice. Even though it wasn't a real lotto ticket, it was still nice to be giving $1,000 to a homeless man. This is back in 2014, and we have a whole list from 2014 up to date. Like I said, recently Magic of Rahat just returned 2 weeks ago, somewhere in November 2020. He made a video explaining his disappearance. His last video of pranks was sometime around in 2018. Alright, I will tell you a brief breakdown of what happened here. So after the fake lotto ticket back in 2014, a few days or a few weeks later, Magic Rahat sets up a fundraiser and did other videos with Eric, and he was planning to do some videos with him. Okay, so he sets up this fundraiser for him, and with this fundraiser, they were going to try to help him buy a house. I don't know if that was the original plan, but it ended up going that way, where they used the fundraiser money to buy him a house and clothes and appliances and stuff like that, and really help him out, get him off the streets. After that, sometime around May 2014, Magic Rahat made a video, and the video was about surprising Eric with his new home. So they drove Eric to his new house and surprised him. After that video, then this is where Magic Rahat started making videos, update videos, but you don't see this on Magic Rahat's channel. You actually see this on Magic Rahat's vlog channel, which is called Rahat's iPhone. And some of these vlogs includes updates of them hanging out, updates of them going grocery shopping, going clothes shopping, and then updates of him moving into his new home. Magic of Rahat, they made another video where Eric uses his own money to help another homeless man, Andrew, to get off the streets, and they pay like a whole month for him to stay at this hotel, which was really nice of Eric. Okay, from 2014, this is so far the last time we heard from Eric. At this point, there is a 4-year gap where Eric wasn't ever talked about or known into YouTube until 4 years later in 2018, February 2018. Eric created his own YouTube channel, which coincidentally, his main cameraman who's still with him, is also around the same time his channel was created. Eric's channel is called eTube, and the other channel is called, I believe, Red W something like that. His channel was created around the same time in 2018. Eric and Roz, they film a interview video where Eric explains that Rahat lied. He never gave me my money, my fundraiser money that I've owned, that I earned from donations from people. He said that Rahat never gave him money. Never gave him all the fundraiser money. So later on in 2018, Eric's house goes on sale. So when Rahat bought this house for Eric, he actually paid upfront a whole year of rent with the fundraiser money. So Eric didn't have to worry about rent for a whole year. However, Eric did leave the house pretty soon, actually way less than a year. It is currently known that he was in that house for only a few months. And the reason why he left was there were some problems with the house that he didn't like. Although there could have potentially been a handyman sent to fix some of those problems, he still preferred to go back to the motel where he used to live in after the lotto ticket video. Around this time, that house gets sold for less money than how it was rented for, I guess. But that is the claim. That's a claim, but really, I think it sold like a little more than that. I think it sold like almost right under the amount of the complete total fundraiser. If we go to after that, we find Rahat's deleted tweets in June 2018. Some of these deleted tweets include things like, some of the tweets were like, "Everything Eric is saying in his video is false. I absolutely gave him his money. Eric can verify that on his bank statement. If anything, I took Eric to the bank that day to deposit that check into his account with him." But since Eric has made that video claiming that Rahat took his money, Eric also claims that he never had a bank account and he doesn't know what bank that money was put in. There was a few more tweets that Magic Rahat did make, and some of the tweets, this is another tweet. He said, "Going to the bank tomorrow to see if I can get a copy of that check." But that was back in June 5th, 2018. After that, we don't hear from Rahat for a good 2 years. Moving on to Eric's story here. Rahat tried to put a copyright claim on Eric's videos, and this is a few days after Rahat deleted his Twitter tweets. And so Rahat tried to put a copyright claim on some of Eric's videos, but it gets disputed, and Rahat takes down those claims a little bit a month later. Sometime in February 2019, Eric makes another video about his money being stolen, but he also explains that Trey, which is Rahat's former cameraman, was in on the betrayal of Eric. He was in on it when it comes to stealing money from Eric as well. And sometime later on in August 2020, Jaylaw, which is another YouTuber who is known to make like mini documentaries, makes a video, and he is trying to do a documentary of what happened to Magic Rahat. He was such a big influence on the internet and YouTube. What happened to him? And Jaylaw actually managed to track down Trey, his former cameraman. Now, Trey in the video did claim that he doesn't believe that Rahat took that money. He refused to believe that, although he did claim he wasn't sure what is the truth. But Trey did explain his own feelings and his own experience with Rahat, that he was a very nice man, very generous man. I feel like he would never do such a thing. So Trey was really defending his innocence, while his 2 years of disappearance look bad, and the internet jumped to conclusions and pretty much attack him and harass him, and pretty much the entire disgusting and nasty backlash that the internet was literally out to get for Rahat. And Rahat, we haven't heard from him in 2 years, which sometime in January 4th, 2020, another channel is created. This time it's eTube's channel, but it's another eTube's channel, because this is created January 4th, 2020. eTube channel comments enabled. Sometime around before this channel was created, eTube's channel, apparently he disabled comments and disabled likes and dislikes. And I've noticed this from Roz's channel, and it was very interesting to see that they disabled that. And the main theory of the reason why they would disable such a thing was because most people on the internet watching their videos, they didn't believe Eric. They actually sided with Rahat mostly. Although the internet was literally pretty much harassing Rahat at this point, the people who were watching their videos, they were pretty much were like, it doesn't make sense. Why would Rahat do that? This Rahat guy was a big YouTuber. He had many sponsorships, and he was branded, and he made way more money than the fundraiser ever did. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And October 15th, 2020, Rahat finally responded after a two-year silence. Rahat tweets out, "I'm here." And a few days later, he released a tweet thanking Jaylaw. Later on that day, Eric challenges Rahat. I'm going to pull up something to refer to that's already deleted, but it's nice to have it here. It says right around here, "Innocent people don't hide from the public, only guilty people hide. Because of shame, the truth has spoken, and whoever don't believe it, that's your problem. Rahat, let's go live on YouTube together." And later on, the only thing that Rahat did was he released a photo of the check. After that, Eric did reply by making another video and pretty much provoking Rahat, saying, "Let's go live on YouTube together so people can finally know the truth, or you can stay hiding. We are all waiting." And then later on, Rahat commented on one of his videos, one of his Eric's deleted videos, "You should tell the truth. P.S. Don't bother trying to delete this comment. I've already took a screenshot." After Eric challenges Rahat, sometime in October 2020, Rahat finally gets more courage to regain his strength, if you will. He starts tweeting out like, "You guys are giving me the energy to really give me hope and to fight this allegations and stuff like that." And he also posted things like social media is bad, and he screenshotted all the negative hate comments Rahat has been receiving since his disappearance, since his 2-year silence on the media. And then finally on November 18, 2020, Rahat posts a video, and it's called "Magic of Rahat Returns." And in this video, he explains everything that happened, and not only explains everything what happened and during his disappearance, but he also explains he has a link to all the checks, all the receipts, all the paperwork of that money was given to Eric. He got in all this evidence and put in this link and posted it out there on the internet. Although it is very strange that Rahat waited 2 years to respond to those allegations and post the evidence. But what's also very strange as well is that if Eric was really being taken advantage of, why did Eric waited 4 years just to make a video exposing Rahat? Those questions, I do not know how to answer them. However, I can only speculate them, and so far I speculated Eric, if his money was really, if that money really meant to him, he would have said something sooner. And Magic of Rahat, I don't know why he went silent for 2 years, but in his videos he explained that when he was receiving those hate comments, it did affect him mentally and emotionally to the point where he was suffering from severe depression and was seeing a therapist about it, and it was so bad to the point where he started having suicidal thoughts, and it was really, really bad. And if it wasn't for Jaylaw's documentary, Rahat says he's not sure that if he would keep living or not. He didn't really say that, but he implied like, I don't know how I would be still alive or something like that. So that video gave him the courage, because that video contained his former cameraman defending Rahat's innocence. And that's so far what I have up to date so far. I did make tons of notes of and stuff like that. My personal opinion is I think Rahat is not guilty. I think he's telling the truth. However, there are some odd questions I would like to get answered, and I think maybe I think they're being very. I think Rahat's being very, very transparent, but there might be some things he might not be telling us. Whatever that is, I don't know. However, this is just speculations. But my personal feelings about this is I'm on Rahat's side. I think he's telling the truth, for the most part. And if you just logically think about these things, it doesn't make sense how Eric's money is taken and he waits 4 years from that. Although Eric's excuse of his disappearance from 4 years was that he was homeless and he was fighting to survive. Rahat's excuse for his disappearance, for 2 years disappearance, was that he was facing depression, severe depression. Although he never specifically said that was he specifically said that was the main reason why he disappeared for 2 years. Although the depression did have a really big part of that disappearance, he also explained in his video that he was afraid of posting those evidence out there because the backlash of the internet that Rahat was receiving was so bad, so negative, so hurtful, that he really was selfless in this moment. And he thought to himself, well, if I were to do this, then this same amount of backlash would go over to Eric, and I wouldn't even know how he would take that, mentally, emotionally, and I'm not even sure how well he would take that. I don't think it's fair for me to do something like that because this is really painful. But at some point, Rahat realizes that, his life matters, his reputation matters, and the truth matters. So he came out and he explained his side of the story. Although I don't know what's true and what's not true, I'm only speculating why he's making that video. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but Rahat does clarify that he didn't want to post all that evidence because the same amount of backlash that Rahat received, that would reverse and go towards Eric. And Rahat was very afraid of that, and I can tell that Rahat was very afraid of that because Eric's YouTube channel and Ra's YouTube channel, their comment sections and likes and dislikes section is disabled. Well, I can only wonder why. Why would you do something like that? Well, I think maybe it's because people are talking some sense in those comment videos. I think it really shows on the dislikes. The dislikes is a majority on their videos than likes. So I think we can somewhat agree on something like that. That might have some truths to it. But other than that, I did make a whole nother video explaining Rahat's side in full detail and Eric's side in full detail. Although I have to admit that Eric's side was a little hard to really piece together. He doesn't really explain his story in chronological order. He kind of just jumps around bits and pieces and stuff like that. And it was really harder to kind of listen to on him. And it was also harder to track down some of the videos that Eric has deleted and Raz have deleted. And so in this time, Eric and Raz have deleted their videos, re-upload, deleted, and re-upload again just to make one of their videos go viral. However, some of these videos have been deleted and we don't know why. We don't know why whatsoever. It might be Rahat putting copyright claims on that, but at some point where he did put on those copyright claims, he did took down his own claim. So we don't even know if it was Rahat's putting on another claim or not. What we do know is that Eric's videos was more than one video. It was like split in like several different other videos explaining how Rahat took advantage of him and stuff like that. So my question is that if Eric's videos are legit and he was really affected by this, then wouldn't it make sense to keep those videos up and keep exposing Rahat? If he's really a backstabbing son of a gun, you wouldn't leave any part out. So why delete the other videos? I literally have to find another YouTube channel called Red Sky T, and it's a channel re-uploading those deleted videos. Apparently this YouTuber has an archive of those videos, and one of those videos This YouTuber explains that he received a copyright claim from YouTube, which is Eric's channel, which is pretty interesting. I think from YouTube's channel or Roz's channel, which Roz does the filming and editing for Eric's channel, which I find that pretty interesting. That's very, very interesting. Another thing, there is another secret channel out there for Eric. It's called YouTube Comments Enabled, but some of those videos are not including the videos that Red Sky T has. So that's very interesting how that is. Again, I did make a whole nother video explaining this in full detail. I explain Rahat's story in full detail from his video. I explain what Eric has said throughout the several videos I've been struggling to find. And I've also made a whole nother story where what both sides acknowledges, what both stories have in common, what both sides have said, and what they have in common. So I literally made a list of that as well. And I've also had some counter arguments as well. There's a lot of things that I've written down over this little research I've been doing. So far, I think I'm going to leave it at that because this is a brief breakdown of the controversial drama of Magic Rahat versus Eric and Roz. It is very interesting. I don't know what Magic Rahat's going to do now. It seems like he is coming back on his Twitter. He posted a board, and it's a goal board. Currently, he sits at 7 million subscribers, and he's trying to shoot past that. I think his goal is 10 million, and you can see a bunch of ideas, but they're blacking out. But you can kind of see some of the ideas kind of showing from the blackout strips that he did. But it seems like he will be coming back to YouTube, and hopefully we'll see more evidence to call Eric's bluff. Other than that, I think I'm done here for today. Thank you so much for your time watching this video. I hope this is informative. Again, I did make another video explaining this in full detail, and let me warn you, if you do once I upload that video and you do watch it, I will warn you, it is a very, very long video, and I'm gonna try my best to edit it to the point where it's a little shorter and easier to keep up with. But it is a long video, and I just want to make this video quickly because I figured this will be a little easier to explain versus the video I'm currently working on. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to listen to what I have to say and what I've found. I also want to give out a big shout out to J-Cash_vids. He actually helped recommended me to make this video and the other video that I'm currently working on. So I major shout out to him because he found some things that are really interesting, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have found some of the things that I've mentioned. For example, YouTube's secret channel I didn't even know about. I literally found this out today, and I've been working on this story for for a couple days already, and it's pretty good find for him. I mean, hats off to him, man. He and that wasn't even him finding that. One of his fans helped him find that, but still in all, he made a video about it, and it caught my attention. I saw it, and I want to give credit to him because if it wasn't for his video, I've never known that YouTube had made another channel about that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and hope to hear from me again. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, quick reminder, I created a playlist of all of Rahat's videos and Eric's videos, and I combined them into one playlist so you can watch them in a chronological order. Also, at the end of those playlists, I also included JCashVids summary and Jaylaw documentary, the same video that helped encourage Rahat to come back. So again, it's in the description below, and I will put them in the iCard section. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.